The United States has so many diverse cities and attractions that it is difficult to narrow down the list to the top 10 travel destinations. These are the destinations most often cited as the places to see before you die. This list is an introduction to the best and most popular places to go in the United States, from hot spots in New York City to waiting to see the cherry blossoms in Washington. In this video, we're going to be looking at the top 10 places to visit in the US. Let's start with Number 10. Hawaii. A top US destination that's a quintessential island paradise from the natural beauty of its beaches and volcanoes to its rich Pacific culture. Hawaii is the perfect destination if you're looking to get away from it all. It's a relaxing oasis with perfect weather, no matter when you decide to go. Average highs range from 79 Fahrenheit in the winter to 84 in high summer, with average lows of 68 in the winter and 75 in the summer. Go hiking on the island of Kauai. See humpback whales in Maui, or play with fire at Hawaii Volcanoes National Park. Number 9. Sedona and the Grand Canyon. An incredible geological wonder stretching over 250 miles. The Grand Canyon is a deep ravine carved out by the Colorado River over thousands of years. Located in the state of Arizona, the Grand Canyon is a top destination to visit in the Southwest and one of the most popular U.S. national parks. Take a drive of about 2 hours south of the Grand Canyon to Sedona, which is surrounded by stone formations of many colors that change with the light. USA Weekend called it one of the most beautiful places in America. Amid this spectacular landscape, you'll find great eating, luxurious lodging, and loads of art galleries and shops. Number 8. Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville sits right on the Blue Ridge Parkway with its spectacular views across the Southern Appalachians and the Appalachian Trail, which runs right down Main Street. Its proximity to the Great Smoky Mountains makes it a jumping-off point for hiking or jaw-dropping drives. Rent a convertible for a once-in-a-lifetime experience in town. Check out the Biltmore. The largest privately owned estate home in America was built by George Vanderbilt in the Gilded Age. It makes for jaw-dropping of a different sort. Spend evenings in downtown Asheville, which is bursting with music, art, and restaurants worthy of serious foodies. Number 7. New Orleans. New Orleans is all about festivals, French roots, and a laissez-faire attitude, making it a distinctly different and popular destination for both American and international travelers. From Mardi Gras, New Orleans' biggest party, to Jazz Fest, one of the world's most respected gatherings of jazz musicians. There are plenty of ways to let the good times roll in the Big Easy for the most authentic experience. Stay in the French Quarter, where you'll be close to legendary restaurants and legendary streets like Bourbon. And it's just a short drive from Frenchman Street, where you can hear the live jazz music New Orleans is famous for. Number 6. San Francisco, symbolized by the red rafters of the Golden Gate Bridge. This legendary city on San Francisco Bay is known for its neighborhood like Chinatown and the hippies-turned-hot enclave of Haight-Ashbury. While San Francisco is an ideal city for nature, lovers, as well as the jet set, it is also a great jumping-off point for trips to the wine country of Napa Valley and Sonoma County or to the colossal tech campuses of Silicon Valley. Check out the Bay Area's top hotel deals on TripAdvisor before you go and make San Francisco your base to discover Northern California. Number 5. Las Vegas. Most people go to Las Vegas to try their luck at its famous casinos. But Las Vegas also has blockbuster shows, world-class shopping, and top-notch restaurants, all of which make this city a true desert oasis and a top travel destination. Take a tour of the MGM Grand. Try your luck at Planet Hollywood Hotel and Casino, or walk through the Neon Museum, which showcases iconic Las Vegas signs. And of course, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Number 4. Washington. Washington, the capital of the United States, has miles of museums and monuments, almost all of which are free. That's just one reason why it is one of the most visited cities in the country, especially for families and school groups. It's the perfect place to learn about U.S. history at places like Meta Vernon George Washington's plantation and Ford's Theater, where Abraham Lincoln was shot. The White House, the Capitol, Georgetown, and Alexandria. Along with museums like the Smithsonian, the National Museum of American History, and the National Museum of African American History and Culture, and the National Museum of the American Indian. You can overdose on museums if you add the United States Holocaust Museum, the Newseum, the National Air and Space Museum, the National Portrait Gallery, the Hirshhorn Museum, and the National Gallery of Art. The famous cherry blossoms are typically in full bloom from late March to early April along the tidal basin, where you can also see the Jefferson Memorial and memorials to Franklin Roosevelt and the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Don't miss the Washington Monument, the Lincoln Memorial, and World War II. Korean and Vietnam Veterans Memorials on the National Mall. Number 3. Chicago. Chicago has long been called the Second City, coming in second to New York City in both size and population, a beacon in the Midwest. Chicago is third in population these days, but it has a skyline. Restaurants, shopping, museums, and activities that easily rival New York City and LA. If it's baseball season, don't miss seeing a Cubs game at the famous Wrigley Field. Check out the Magnificent Mile, where you'll find every upscale shop imaginable and a fantastic restaurant. Chicago is home to some of the nation's most important buildings, and you can see them all on a guided architecture tour on land or from a boat in Lake Michigan. The Art Institute of Chicago is one of the top art museums in the country, and Millennium Park is Chicago's newest attraction. Number 2. Los Angeles. The lure of Hollywood and its celebrities and the mild breezes from the Pacific Ocean keep Los Angeles at the top of the list of U.S. tourist destinations. So it's 4 top-rated hotels on TripAdvisor near LA's famous beaches, like Malibu or Santa Monica for a luxurious stay. Go shopping on Rodeo Drive to Beverly Hills and walk along the boardwalk on LA's most famous beach neighborhood, Venice Beach. Number 1. New York City. American icons like the Statue of Liberty, the Empire State Building, and Times Square are on every first-time visitor list. But these are just a few of the attractions to see in New York City, America's most populous and most popular city, also known as the Big Apple. New York City is a favorite destination for both domestic and international visitors. Don't miss a leisurely walk on the High Line, an old railroad track turned park that features greenery, artwork, and beautiful skyline views. Broadway and the Theater District are places to see the latest plays and musicals. And if you are an art lover, New York has an embarrassment of riches. The Metropolitan Museum of Art, the Museum of Modern Art, the Guggenheim Museum, the Whitney Museum of American Art, and the Frick Collection all go shopping on Fifth Avenue. Check out Washington Square and Greenwich Village and Rockefeller Center. Take a walk through Central Park and get awed by Grand Central Terminal. If you're staying for more than a few days, dig deeper into NYC architecture or make a trip to Brooklyn. Thank you for sticking to the end. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe to my channel. If you have any suggestions, let us know in the comment section below.